For the first daylight meal following a month of fasting, Muslims traditionally sit down with family and friends for an expansive breakfast on Eid al-Fitr. Different sweet dishes are eaten by Muslims during the meal, depending, however, on where they are in the world. Welcome to this special edition of Bon Appetit, a culinary adventure with my humble self, Saratu Saidu. The celebrations are still ongoing, and we are not left out in all of it and all that it entails.
Eid al-Fitr, also known as Eid al-Sagir, is the first of the two festivals in Islam. It marks the end of Ramadan, the holy month of fasting. On this day, Muslims attend Eid prayers, which are performed in congregation in open areas like fields, community centers, and mosques. They also listen to sermons and give charity in form of food and other things. Eid celebration is cladded with many festivities across the globe, where Muslims come out to have fun-filled moments with friends, families, and loved ones. The celebration is also characterized with exchange of food amongst friends and loved ones. In Nigeria, for example, one of the sumptuous delicacies mostly consumed during the ceremony aside rice is burabisko, popularly known as couscous. It's best served with tasty chicken or beef stew. Other cuisines include Nigerian jollof, amala and ewedu, tuwo chinkafa, and miyan kuka. Fufu eaten with egusi or ogbono, catfish pepper soup, isiewu, etc. Nourishing drinks like zobo, kunun aya, kunun zaki, among many others, are also consumed. Depending on the part of the world in which Eid is being celebrated, we can say that it is both colorful and mind-blowing.
Let's enjoy this happy day.
The history of Nigeria plays a huge role in its cuisines and recipes, as interactions with various cultures, especially European and the Arab world, over the years have led to the adoption and incorporation of several food items that went on to become the major components of the nation's cuisines today. Let's take a look at some Nigerian desserts that will keep you asking for more. Stay tuned.
Popularly known as the Giant of Africa, Nigeria is a very wealthy country endowed and blessed in culture, tradition, and a variety of tasty, mouth-watering foods and delicacies. But when it comes to traditional desserts, almost every African country is inadequately represented. There are several desserts eaten in Nigeria, and some of them are a piece of heaven made from local food items. Ingredients used to make some Nigerian desserts include milk, flour, coconut, butter, groundnut, cassava, plantain, salt, pepper, and so on. Some interesting Nigerian desserts you need to test that will keep you asking for more includes puff puff. This is a very common dessert in Nigeria and can also be eaten as a snack. When in smaller sizes, it is mostly used for small chops on Nigerian occasions. Puff puff is made by spicing up butter, especially with diced fresh pepper, before deep frying in vegetable oil. This nice dessert is also eaten in other parts of Africa, though in slight variations. Coconut candy. These are made from coconut fruit and are chewable, crunchy, and candy-like. During preparation, the coconut is thinly grated and fried in balls after being covered with caramel. This dessert possesses a creamy or golden brown color, depending respectively on whether water is added or not. The caramelized color is determined by the water. Chin chin. This is a very popular crunchy snack that is majorly eaten as a dessert. It is made from well-kneaded dough that is flavored with butter, milk, and eggs. Chin chin is either deep fried or oven baked, and the shape or size is generally based on individual preference. Meat pie. This is a staple dessert eaten in almost every region of Nigeria. Meat pie is also said to be consumed in other intercontinental locations as usual as well. The most interesting thing about this dessert is the spicy meat and vegetable filling wrapped in it before frying. This tasty dessert is going to rock your boat. Dakwa. This dessert is the magic of tradition and convention and is also associated with Hausa people of northern Nigeria. Dakwa is prepared from finely ground groundnuts and cornmeal, garnished with chili pepper, then mixed with small quantities of water and oil. This mixture is then molded into shape and your dessert is ready to go. Nuts. Any cardiologist will tell you nuts are lifesavers. Nuts such as groundnuts and cashew nuts are commonly eaten as desserts in Nigeria. These nuts are either eaten independently or with bread, bole, garden egg, cucumber, and so on. These nuts are capable of filling you up and keep you going all day long. Kokoro. This dessert is commonly associated with the Yoruba people of Western Nigeria. Kokoro is crunchy cornmeal made from specially made dough comprising of sugar, water, and corn. The mixture is then rolled into desired shapes and deep fried. Spices could also be used depending on individual preferences. Bole. This is yet another tasty delicacy that is eaten as a dessert in Nigeria. The plantain is peeled and grilled on an open fire to a point where the outside gets charred. The charred part is then peeled off and the eventual product served with roasted groundnuts or a mixture of olive oil, pepper, and salt. This is one dessert you can never go wrong with in Nigeria. Suya. This is simply nicely cut beef, spiced and grilled over an open flame. It is served with fresh cabbage, tomatoes, and onions. It is usually wrapped with old newspaper or aluminum foil and eaten as a dessert, especially during the cool of the evening. This spicy delicacy is a specialty of Hausa people of northern Nigeria. A special kind of spice mix called yaji is usually added to the meat before grilling. Kilishi. This is a very common meat delicacy among the Hausa people of northern Nigeria. Kilishi is made from beef, mutton, or chevron. The lean meat is sliced into thin sheets and sun-dried for a while. These dry sheets of meat are then dipped into a mixture of granite, seasoning, sugar, pepper, and salt called labu before sun-drying for a longer period. The resultant product can be roasted over a fire and eaten as a dessert. Kilishi can last for months without the taste altering.
Niger, my country, I hail thee. Those were just a bit from what's available for nibbles out there like myself. Unlike in some other parts of the world where desserts are sweet dishes, back home in Nigeria, some are not, majorly due to ancient culture of avoiding too sweet foods. So, if you're not familiar with the Nigerian cuisines, don't be surprised if your favorite snack was mentioned because certain roots and herbs are consumed for health reasons. Teresa, in one of her quotes, said, "It's easier to give a cup of rice to relieve hunger than to relieve the loneliness and pain of someone unloved." Now, speaking about rice, it's one of the most eaten staples in the world. There is hardly a celebration that takes place without rice meals being served. How did you enjoy your rice meals during the Eid celebration? Was it nice? Was it sumptuous? Was it colorful? I'm expecting responses to these questions on our social media handles. Now, here are some other ways to enjoy rice. Let's look at this feature.
Can you imagine celebrating any holiday in Nigeria without having rice on the menu? It's no exaggeration to say that regardless of age, region, or class, rice is Nigeria's #1 staple, and one that we most certainly enjoy to eat and prepare in different ways. From party jollof to fried rice, to the classic white rice and stew, rice is always the center of attraction at any celebration. This festive season, you might be tempted to go with a classic rice recipe, but why not try something new and exciting? Your family and guests will be happy to try a different version of this tried and true favorite. Shrimp pineapple fried rice is a very simple dish that's bursting with flavor. Made with shrimps, sweet pineapple chunks, rice, vegetables, and eggs if you wish. All stir-fried together to create this easy but tasty fried rice. If you use basmati rice with this recipe, it comes out with more well-separated grains when cooked, and there's also a noticeable flavor and texture. However, since this is a very versatile recipe, any type of rice can be used. A great serving suggestion is to use a pineapple instead of a serving bowl, which automatically creates a beautiful centerpiece for the dinner table this holiday. Oven-baked jambalaya is a twist on the traditional jambalaya. This crowd pleaser is delicious with a pronounced personality. Packed with shrimp, chicken, and sausage, this dish contains a variety of textures and tastes, looks elegant on the plate, and will have everyone at the table asking for second helpings. This combination of seafood, vegetables, and rice is a flavorful opportunity to personalize your cooking by adding what you love in complementary quantities and combinations. Just be sure you have a balance of flavors and textures. The easiest approach is to cook and season your seafood separately, adding them to the rice at the end to heat them up. Sauté the veggies separately as well. Transfer the whole mixture into a baking pan, cover and bake for a delicious end result. Coconut rice is a savory dish made with rice, cooked in aromatic coconut milk. It's so rich, luscious, and bursting with coconut flavors. You'll be surprised that a rice recipe this simple has so much flavor. Nigerians love to add crayfish or dry fish to this recipe to add a rich flavor to the rice. But if you don't have either of these two ingredients, don't let that stop you from making this recipe. Not only is coconut rice delicious, it can be prepared with a bit of spice for those who can handle the heat. Use freshly grated coconut milk or full-fat coconut milk from the can for a rich coconutty flavor. One serving option is to garnish lightly with toasted coconut flakes. Cashew and raisin rice pilaf includes both long grain and wild rice, with vegetables like carrots and peas to complement the sweet and savory flavors of the dried fruit and nuts. Sauté your rice, onion, carrots and raisins first, then add broth and bring to a boil. When the rice and raisin mixture is finished simmering, stir in the peas and cashews and heat through. This festive delight is a fragrant dish with a nice sweetness to it that you cannot miss. Rice is such a versatile dish, considered an auspicious symbol of life and fertility in many cultures. Perhaps you have been enjoying just a few variations of this dish. In that case, any one of these adventurous recipes will be worth a try.
Yes, let's take some time out to enjoy the simple things of life. Eid al-Fitr celebration varies from locality to locality in Nigeria due to the ethnic diversity of its people. So you may want to visit more than one location to see if you notice any differences. It's been Bon Appetit, a culinary adventure with Saratu Said Churi. See you next time. Let's stay safe. Eid Mubarak.